About 100,000 years ago, Earth was home to different species of hominids, including Homo sapiens, our direct ancestors. However, in certain religious traditions and ancient mythologies, there are accounts of the Nephilim, giant creatures who supposedly lived on Earth in ancient times. The Nephilim are mentioned in the Bible, specifically in the book of Genesis, and are described as a race of giants that resulted from the union of the sons of God, often interpreted as fallen angels, and the daughters of men. According to these legends, the Nephilim were powerful beings, feared for their strength and stature, and some believe they played a significant role in the early history of humanity. In both Jewish and Christian traditions, they are seen as mysterious figures who inhabited Earth before Noah's flood. In addition to the Nephilim, science tells us that humans who lived on Earth 100,000 years ago were part of a rich diversity of species. Among them were the Neanderthals, who mainly lived in Europe and Western Asia. They were robust, had advanced tools for their time, and coexisted with Homo sapiens in some regions. Another important species was Homo erectus, which existed in Asia, as well as Homo heidelbergensis, considered a common ancestor of both Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. But going back to the Nephilim in the Bible, the passage that mentions them is short but impactful. According to the account, the sons of God, often understood as fallen angels or celestial beings, had children with the daughters of men, resulting in a race of powerful and heroic giants called the Nephilim. However, due to the corruption these giant beings brought to humanity, God decided to send the flood to cleanse the earth. There are different theological interpretations of this passage. The first suggests that the sons of God were actually the descendants of Seth, the son of Adam, and the daughters of men were descendants of Cain. In this context, the Nephilim would be a race resulting from the union of these two lineages. Another interpretation, found in some Jewish and Christian traditions, views the Nephilim as powerful giants who existed on Earth before the flood, and were destroyed by God as part of his purification of humanity. However, some versions suggest that the Nephilim continued to exist after the flood, as mentioned in other biblical passages, such as in the Book of Numbers, 13:33, where they are described as inhabitants of the land of Canaan. The figure of the Nephilim has gained prominence in various modern theories and mythologies, particularly among conspiracy theorists and in the ancient astronaut theories. Some theories claim that the Nephilim were actually extraterrestrial beings who came to Earth and interacted with early humans. This idea is present in ancient astronaut theories, popularized by authors like Erich von Däniken, who speculate that ancient civilizations were influenced by visitors from other planets. The giants or demigods described in religious texts are interpreted as alien beings. Some theorists suggest that genetic remnants of the Nephilim may still be present in some modern humans. This line of thought claims that certain genetic anomalies, or even traits of gigantism in humans throughout history, could be hereditary traits from this giant lineage. Some alternative and esoteric religious groups view the Nephilim as key figures for understanding human and spiritual history. According to these beliefs, the Nephilim were not just giants, but also possessed superior spiritual and cosmic knowledge, and their destruction was a great loss for humanity. The idea of giants inhabiting Earth is present in many ancient cultures around the world. Civilizations such as the Aztec, Maya, Egyptian, and Greek, among others, have their own legends of beings of extraordinary stature. Let's explore these cultures and examine if there is any archaeological or fossil evidence that supports the existence of larger-than-normal humans. Aztecs and Mayas. Both the Aztecs and the Mayas had myths about giants. In the case of the Aztecs, the Quinametsin are described as a race of giants that inhabited the world before the creation of current humans. These giants are mentioned in several legends as builders of ancient cities and pyramids, such as Teotihuacan. According to Aztec mythology, the Quinametsin were destroyed by the gods, paving the way for the era of humans. In Maya myths, there are references to giants in texts like the Popol Vuh, the sacred book of the Mayas. In it, the men of wood are described as giant beings created by the gods in one of the cycles of creation, but they were destroyed for being considered imperfect. Ancient Egypt. In Egyptian mythology, there are stories of gods and pharaohs of great stature, but not as many specific mentions of giants as autonomous beings. Some pharaohs were depicted in much larger dimensions in sculptures and monuments, symbolizing their divine authority. But this may be more of a representation of power than a literal account of their height. However, modern theories suggest that some of the monumental constructions of ancient Egypt, like the pyramids, could have been built with the help of giants, though these claims lack solid scientific backing. They are often attributed to alternative interpretations and conspiracy theories. Ancient Greek mythology is full of references to giants. The giants, children of Gaia, Earth, and Uranus, sky, were immense beings who waged war against the gods of Olympus in the Gigantomachy. The myth of the Titans, primordial gods who preceded the Olympians, also involves gigantic figures. Hercules, one of the most famous Greek heroes, fought giants in some of his adventures, such as in his battle against Antaeus, a giant who drew strength from the earth. The presence of giants in Greek mythology reflects the ancient Greeks' fascination with beings of immense power and strength. Evidence. Most of the so-called giant fossils and skeletons supposedly discovered throughout history have been debunked as hoaxes or misinterpretations of extinct animal bones, such as mammoths and dinosaurs. One famous example of a hoax was the Cardiff Giant, a discovery in the United States that was later revealed to be a sculpture buried to deceive people. Another example is the reports of giant skeletons found in burial mounds in North America, which were later shown to be misinterpretations of normal human bones. One thing is clear: the idea of giants is a common theme across many cultures around the world. From the Nephilim of the Bible to the giants of Greek mythology, the Quinametsin of the Aztecs, and other mythical figures, many ancient civilizations mention the existence of gigantic beings that once inhabited the earth. The recurrence of this theme in such different cultures suggests that, on some level, the belief in giants may have originated from events or figures that left a strong impression on ancient peoples. However, from a scientific perspective, no solid fossil evidence has yet been found to prove the existence of a race of giants, as described in these mythologies. Fossils of larger-than-average humans, such as those with gigantism or acromegaly, have been documented, but these cases are explained as rare medical conditions and would not represent a species of giants. What do you think? Could there have really been giants on our planet? Share your opinion in the comments. Did you enjoy the video? I hope you liked learning more about the beings that once roamed the earth. If you want to keep exploring mysteries like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. There's a lot of interesting content coming your way, and you won't want to miss out. See you next time.